Hello everybody, welcome to UK Gaming Network. I'm Zoidberg, and this is the Xbox One version of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which came out on Game Preview this week. Game Preview being the Xbox's equivalent of Early Access, so the game isn't finished. This is the game that is the most popular game in the world right now, inexplicably called PUBG by everybody, when you can quite clearly see that the title has two words in it, so the initials are actually just PB. But that's a rant of mine. Let's have a play. For those of you who've not been hiding under a rock for the last year, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is a online shooter where 100 people all parachute into the same map. And it's a last man standing battle royale. You have to forage for weapons and try and survive. It's basically an online game for people who hate people. Because basically you find yourself running away when you see other people. Especially if you're not well enough equipped at the time. So the idea is to avoid other people for as long as possible. What this actually means is that you do actually get the time to explore and learn how to play. Unlike playing, for instance, Call of Duty, where if you're new to the game, you tend to spawn and die within seconds, which is why I don't like it. Here we go. The game starts you in this area where you can't die, where it just basically puts everybody in and you can run around and get used to the controls. But as you can see, in this early access state, the game is pretty horrendous. Textures will load in and pop up in front of you. First game I played, I actually had a door to a building appear right in front of me as I was stood there wondering how I got into the building. So as you can see, the textures are popping up on the plane as it's flying over. There's the map. The Xbox version has just this one map. The PC version, which is apparently due to come out of early access any time, does have two maps currently. So I'm going to try and head over to one of these buildings over here, see what's in there. Although, as you can see, there's lots of other people parachuting down here as well. So I'm going to try and avoid those people and go over here instead. The early stages of the game are basically trying to find a weapon as quickly as possible. Somebody already in there? I'm guessing he's already run through there as well. Wow, this is the most people I've seen in one place. Where do we need to get to? I'm right slap bang in the middle of there, so that's good. open doors would tend to be a giveaway that people have been in that building already. Somebody shooting at me? And that's it. I got killed very quickly. Let's try again. So, while the game is currently in early access and in a pretty poor state technically, low frame rates and texture popping, that's pretty much what the PC version was like when that launched earlier in the year, and the PC version has come on leaps and bounds since then. So hopefully the Xbox version will follow suit. And also, even though the game is quite poor technically, the actual gameplay is still fun. Which is of course the important thing. So this hub area basically just gets you used to how the controls work, so you can learn to crouch, go prone, click the left thumbstick to run, and should you actually find any weapons on this area, then you can start firing them at other people. You just can't kill anybody. So here we go. As you can see, frame drops, textures popping in as usual. Right, we're coming in that direction. Let's aim for... There's a school right in the middle of the map there. I'm going to aim for that. So we're approaching it in a minute. So let's jump out now. And then it was over this way, wasn't it? Ooh, somebody else has got the same idea as me. And I have a gun. And yeah, as you can see, texture just popped in right in front of you, right in front of my eyes there. That's one thing I quickly realised, is that guns actually don't have bullets in them until you reload them after you've picked them up. So where do I need to get to? Oh, good. Right, slap bang in the middle of the circle again. Nope, can't get in that car. On the machine gun will be better. I'm going to go and try and get this Jeep, see if I can drive it. Yes, I can. No idea what red zone actually means. Haven't played this game that much on the PC prior to the Xbox version coming out, and I've so far had about 5 games on the Xbox version. So I am currently playing this game as a noob. One of the weird control things on this game is that holding down the left trigger will aim, but if you want to actually look down the sights of your weapon, you have to double tap the left trigger, which obviously if I was using a weapon with a scope, well, that's explained what a red zone is. Well, that's a quick first look at the Xbox version of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. That was on an Xbox One S, not on Xbox One X, because we haven't got one of those yet. At this point in time, I would say that Fortnite Battle Royale is actually the more enjoyable game, but there's definitely a huge amount of potential here. Not fans of online shooters generally, but the fact that, as I said earlier, you get the time to play the game and get used to things before you start killing each other makes this a much more enjoyable game for me. So that's it. That's quick 15 minutes on PUBG. Hope you enjoyed watching.